Hello guys, hope you will be fine and taking good care of your health. Welcome to this video. In this video we are discussing heat capacity and further topics. What is heat capacity? First of all we define it, then we take an example to understand heat capacity. It's defined as heat capacity of a body is the quantity of thermal energy absorbed by it for 1 Kelvin increases in its temperature. Its formula is heat capacity is equal to del Q over del T is equal to, now I am putting the value of del Q, that is mc del T over del T. Del T cancel out and we get heat capacity, that is equal to mc. This equation means heat capacity is equal to mc. This equation shows that heat capacity of a body is equal to the product of its mass of the body and its specific heat capacity. For example, heat capacity of 5 kg of water is 5 kg multiply 4200 J kg minus n k minus 1, that is equal to 21,000. That is 5 kg of water needs 21,000 joules of heat for every 1 k rise in its temperature. Thus larger is the quantity of a substance, larger will be its heat capacity. Now our next topic is change of state. Matter can be changed from one state to another. So remember this thing, that matter can easily be changed from one state to another. For such a change to occur, thermal energy is added to or removed from a substance. And next topic is latent heat of fusion. First of all, to understand the define of latent heat of fusion, first of all we have to define what is fusion point. Fusion point is also called melting point. Now we define it. The temperature at which a solid starts melting is called its fusion point or melting point. Second, to understand the define of latent heat of fusion, we have to understand what is freezing point. What is freezing point? The temperature at which a substance changes from liquid to solid state is called freezing point. Now, after discussing these two defines, we are able to define latent heat of fusion. That define is heat energy required to change unit mass of a substance from solid to liquid state at its melting point without change in its temperature is called its latent heat of fusion. Its mathematical formula, it is denoted by HF, and its mathematical formula is HF is equal to del QF over M. If you want to find the value of del QF, this factor M will be multiplied with HF. Now ice changes at 0 centigrade into water. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.36 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 J kg minus 1. That is 3.36 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 joule. Heat is required to melt 1 kg of ice into water at 0 centigrade. Now our next topic is latent heat of vaporization. The quantity of heat that changes unit mass of a liquid completely into gas at its boiling point without any change in its temperature is called its latent heat of vaporization. It is denoted by HV. HV is equal to del QV over M. If you want to find the value of del QV over if you want to find the value of del QV, M will be multiplied on the left side of equal. When water is heated, it boils at 100 centigrade under standard pressure. Its temperature remains 100 centigrade until it is changed completely into steam. Its latent heat of vaporization is 2.26 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 J kg minus 1. That is 1 kilogram of water requires 2.26 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 joule heat to change it completely into gas at its boiling point. The value of melting point, boiling point, latent heat of fusion and vaporization of some of the substances is given in your textbook that you can see at page number 180. And our next topic is the evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the changing of a liquid into vapors from the surface of the liquid without heating it. Now we take some example. Examples of, you can take examples of clothes. Clothes are dry with the help of air, because to understand this we draw a question, that is, evaporation causes cooling. Why? During evaporation, fast moving molecules escape out from the surface of the liquid. Molecules that have lower kinetic energies are left behind. This lowers the average kinetic energy of the liquid molecules and the temperature of the liquid. Since temperature of a substance depends on the average kinetic energy of its molecules, evaporation or perspiration helps to cool our bodies. The rate of evaporation affected by various factors. First of all, we are discussing temperature. What is temperature? Means how temperature affect the evaporation. Why wet clothes dry up more quickly in summer than in winter? At higher temperature, more molecules of a liquid are moving with high velocities. Thus, more molecules escape from its surface. Thus, evaporation is faster at high temperature than at low temperature. And second is surface area. Question arises, why water evaporates faster when spread over large area? Larger is the surface area of a liquid, greater number of molecules has the chance to escape from its surface. Third one is wind. Wind blowing over the surface of a liquid sweeps away the liquid molecules that have just escaped out. This increases the chance for more liquid molecules to escape out. Number 4. Nature of the liquid. Question arises, does spirit and water evaporate at the same rate? Liquid differ in the rate at which they evaporate. Separate a few drops of ether or a spirit on your palm, you feel cold. Why? Because they evaporate fastly as compared to the water. And this is our evaporation topic. I hope you understand it. Next we shall do next topics that are too much easy. So stay connected with these lectures. Allah Hafiz.